Guys, gals, non-binary pals, welcome to Bunker 93, our YouTube channel. Yeah, okay. Hi, everyone. So we're trying to do a little bit of an update. First off, sorry for the lack of updates. I know 2020 is hitting everybody hard and everybody wants to be entertained. We are no exceptions. We like entertainment and we like giving the entertainment. But there's been some major life changes and updates that we wanted to talk about. Okay, the first one is clearly me. I'm different. I'm no longer going by Gideon or my Giddles, really, or my former name. I'm transitioning from male to female. I'm going by Leia now. This was after a long period of self-reflection that has been months in the making. And I am looking forward to starting my road to transition at the end of 2020 if we're all still here. You know, I'm still banking that I'm playing 2020 bingo and Comet and Dinosaur robots are coming up. I feel it.
Oh yeah, you feel it in the air tonight?
I feel it in my titanium bones. Yeah. I'm one of them. A robot dinosaur. But yeah, so any bit of support and love there is really helpful. We've been basically pretty public about the news. It's just we haven't talked about it on some social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram because family members that I know are transphobic or homophobic or just queerphobic in general. If they see a rainbow or a pride flag, their heads explode. It's wild.
It's been proven.
Yeah, it's been proven.
Yeah, so we're just trying to like kind of contain the information there, and whenever you kind of come out with news like this, you want to be the one to say it. You don't want them to just stumble upon it in the wild.
And that is a big reason why the content has been a little lacking the last 2 months. So, real talk, I have gone through a lot of my old videos and just straight up deleted them because I look back, I'm the one handling the editing now because Jen has had a massive amount of work to catch up on both in our studio, in our business, and at her part-time job.
So much.
Yeah, it's kind of killing her. She's
so
so
much.
Small. So because of that, I took over more duties like editing, and I really like it. And I went back to a lot of videos outside of our Resident Evil playthrough, which we had to redo anyway, partly because of sound corruption.
Part 5?
Yeah.
We had to redo part 5 because for some reason the sound was gone.
Yeah.
So
everything was gone except like video was there, but
yeah. So
this is the weirdest thing.
What's gonna happen is we are going to, because we actually have a lot of Twitch playthroughs we've been trying to upload to the YouTube, but you know, it's been on and off again. So we've got Wombat and myself are gonna get through those. I think we've got like 10 old games we're trying to get in. So for example, Little Nightmares we have ready to go when Resident Evil's done. That was an old playthrough we did in 2018 is when that came out. So you'll see Leia's her old self there. And there'll be a little like thumbnail image about it being like, hey, this is an old Twitch VOD. But we wanted to put those up because they're still a lot of fun. Yeah. You know, we put a lot of work into them. But any new stuff going forward, Resident Evil's gonna be basically like the last game we have played pre-everything.
Yeah, and real talk, I'm not ashamed of the person I was or anything like that. It's just moving forward, I want to be comfortable in my own skin and the like. But like, I'm not gonna throw away years of work, but I want to move forward instead of living in the past.
Right.
Yeah, and so you know, with that, the game plan is I want to be updating videos like every day, if I'm being real. Because I think YouTube growth is going to be a big part of what we're going to be doing, and whether it's Let's Plays or just general like reaction videos or, you know, daily Magic the Gathering or other card game videos, it'll be a lot of fun. You know, I want to be pushing out content, especially since everybody's been super patient, and I'm so sorry about that. In addition to that, we originally had planned to do this in June, but we are not lucky people. My dad caught pneumonia right before my birthday and nearly died, and they have suffered a bit of brain damage. So they've been in a hospital for the month of June and a medical rehab facility as they're being taken care of now. So that has really halted progress on a lot of stuff, like the comics, the YouTube, even streaming. There were some days in June where I just couldn't function, which is, to be expected. It's really hard to have everything go wrong. I'm pretty sure that's the creed of 2020. When it all just goes wrong.
Basically.
Yes. By the way, in case you couldn't figure it out, Jen and I are still very much in love.
Oh yeah, we're staying together. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Turns out this is awakened stuff in Jen, so yeah, cool.
Am I?
No, like you were like, whoa, women are great. I like women.
Yes, I guess women are great.
That's what I meant. No, not like you awoken to your stand or your persona or whatever, or
those wouldn't
any
be
weird
TMI.
gross
Those would
thing
be
you were
cool.
thinking I was divulging. But Jen, why don't you tell us a little bit about the plans of comic stuff?
Oh, okay, yeah. So, last month we were supposed to get Beelzebub up. That obviously did not happen. Kinda. I basically ended up working like 60-hour weeks at the part-time job. There's just a lot going on. Like, June was really wild for me. That's why a lot of things art-wise were a little, like, pushed back, on top of, like, our website got hacked as well, which I realize, I hadn't even written that down to, like, kind of bring up in this video, and I realized we should bring that up. Big website hackadoodle. It's been fixed. Thankfully, no information was stolen. Just a lot of entry malware was left over to try and get access to everything. It got cleaned. We called some professionals. That got all fixed up. We missed all of Pride Month, though, which is unfortunate, which is why we're going to be having an after Pride sale on our website, fierceferrets.com. That'll be in the description.
Instead of Pride Month, it's going to be Wrath Month.
Yes. Oh, right. I realized I should get back on the comic front. So, this is what happens when you do videos without a script. You kind of get all jumbled. I think we're doing good, though.
Fantastic.
We're two lovely ladies just cruising along into comic talk. So, Beelzebub is happening. It was supposed to happen last month, but,
We've already explained what June 2020 was.
Right. Awful. So, we're pushing on Beelzebub the most this month. We had to do some script changes with, everything with my lady here, which is fine. It's good, actually. I'm happy she's happy. Like, that's the most important thing. It's really good to be happy when your spouse is happy. Just putting that out there.
Could you imagine just being somebody who's like, I'm only happy when my spouse is miserable? Like,
you mean sitcoms?
Yeah, like sitcoms, like American sitcoms.
So, apart from that, our goal is to get back to a weekly schedule with Dungeon Minis. Which we had brought that up at the beginning of June, is that is our ultimate goal. We want to get back to, like, 1 a week with Dungeon Minis. It's
Sorry, I keep playing with my lipstick, and I notice it, and I'm like, stop doing that. Stop making hissy faces, and I'm like, but my lips are so...
Your lips are pretty.
Thank you.
I'm saying.
Your lips are pretty.
Dungeon Minis. Let me tell you, when you're writing a comedy series, like, don't try to pump up the volume. It's a lot. A lot to work with. Comedy is hard. I know I'm not the writer, but...
It's hard this year specifically. Like, everybody's like, the world is on fire, killer bees, viruses, wildfire, riots, and I'm like, D&D jokes?
Also, we gotta talk about Star Minis / Last Light. So, we had said that Star Minis was on a hiatus, but, we're actually not going to be continuing Star Minis. And it has to do with two things. One, Last Light. Basically more bad news. Last Light's basically on an indefinite hiatus right now. One of our members is having, struggles. We're gonna actually probably link their GoFundMe in the description.
The TLDR is, they, like everybody, were affected by the 3-month shutdown in New York. COVID and everything like that.
We live in the US. Their rent was not paused. Their bills were not paused.
So they had to keep paying stuff, but not, and they were an essential worker. They didn't get any money. So because of that, they're like losing their utilities, including their internet. And the only way we can do this with them is
over
online, especially during a time where social distancing is a must. So because of that, that's the TLDR. We don't know if it's happening, but we're all just in agreement, like, we just have to wait until their financial stressors and everything ease up so that they can have a little bit of normalcy.
Exactly. So that being said, we've decided that we're going to, more than likely, maybe end of year next year, do a Last Light comic. We decided to not continue Star Minis because It was a rush job for a contest. It includes characters we do not have permission to use anymore. So we just want to do a fresh start, and I guess what you'd call an alternate timeline where, like, Lemon's there from the beginning.
And
So
a more like serious tone to it.
Yes.
Where like it's not like dungeon minis where the main the DM would be in there. It'd be an actual story, like a space opera.
For the sake of the contest, we were trying to piggyback off of our dungeon minis fame. So instead, Last Light wouldn't be a D&D game. It'll just literally be a sci-fi story. So I think that's really cool. I think it's going to be a really cool thing.
It'll be a way for me to flex my creative muscles and you to, like, not do it in maybe chibi art form, but, like, you could do it with, like, cool effects and stuff like that.
Right. We wouldn't... I don't think we'd do it in chibis again this time.
No, I think we would go, like, full, like, your actual art. If you've ever seen her do commission work, it's crazy.
So Star Minis...
I shouldn't say that. It's wild. Don't say crazy. It's not appropriate.
So Star Minis will be taken down from, like, Webtoons and Tapastic. We might leave it up in, like, our Wikia archives, just because, like, you know, we did put a lot of work into it, and it was funny. But it will not be continued. So,
yeah. We had too many, like, the other reason why we don't want to, like, rope another person into this is I would rather just finish it out as a cool comic story. I mean, we had to do several cast changes due to people having life stuff. If you ever think about doing a TTRPG podcast, just realize life comes at you fast.
Also, Reese is too, like, I love Reese. We can't replace Reese.
Yeah.
So
hard enough losing Dwayne.
Exactly. Ugh. Well, now we don't have to.
Yeah, now we don't have to.
That's right, Key. If you're watching, now you have to stay.
I'll make you
I
stay
did the
with my
crazy eyes
pen.
and everything. So I guess that's really about everything. Right? We covered YouTube. We covered comics. We covered you. We covered our
No, I'm here.
We covered our after Pride party. So that's what's been going on with the Fierce Ferrets. We're gonna also write a giant post about a lot of this as well. As always, the fastest way to keep up with us is on the website, fierceferrets.com. It is where we post, like, everything. Actually, for our Twitch subscribers, we're gonna be setting up a subscriber area. I'm working on that right now. So you won't have to, like, be forced to come on Discord to get your perks. So I guess it's the real last bit of news. And I'm just really excited to get back to work on everything. We want to get back on comics and YouTube, like Leia said, just that consistency.
I think it'll be good for me to have more of a hand in the creative aspect outside of writing. Because, like, you get to see a physical representation of what I'm doing with the editing.
Yeah.
Jen has seen it, and she likes the stupid stuff I do
adorable.
with, like, the bell dings and the sound effects and the zaniness.
And with that, see you around. I guess you'll see our past selves in Resident Evil coming up. Oh, we also have our Resident Evil reaction video. I don't know if you mentioned that.
I did mention that we would be doing reaction videos and stuff like that, too. So.
Resident Evil 8's our first one, so get ready.
And, yeah, we can't wait to, you know, build on what we've got going.
Yes.
We're really excited for the future. Who thought that was going to be a thing that was said in 2020?
So with that, remember to stay safe and stay positive.